Hello, everybody. If you could hear my voice, please show me thumbs up. Okay, any better now? Okay, wonderful. Excellent. Morning, students and teachers. Congratulations and welcome to the finalist briefing. I sent over the finalist document earlier to all the teachers. You might have viewed it. In fact, I'm going to walk you through the same document today. Request everybody to please mute your microphone. So after I cover everything in the slides, all the pages, then I will give you some time to ask questions. But anyway, the moment you have submitted your project online, actually you're almost there. You are, I can say, halfway prepared for the physical presentation. So there's not much thing to worry about. So don't worry. So let's go on. I want everybody to pay attention to the slides. And again, after I've covered all the pages, then I will open the class for questions. All right, guys, let's go. So very important information here, the location. So the final will be at Tagdom Penang. So please don't go elsewhere. Come to Tagdom Penang. It's next week. Okay, on Thursday, it's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, you have done a very good job presenting your project idea through a video. So this time you're going to do it face to face, in person, of course, as a team. So this is how the schedule is going to look like. So you will start at 8 and then you will conclude everything by 2 p.m. So we can expect the same experience for everyone. So the ultimate goal is competition, but you also have some time to explore tacto. So we have planned everything ready, so you don't have to worry. So in terms of group, okay, so we will split on that day. Hmm? So you don't have to worry about which group I am now. So that's not important for now. So I want you to understand that we're going to split you into two groups, A and B. So we will give you that information on the day. So when you come to TechDome, then you start the thing, then we will let you know, oh, you are group A and you are group B. So otherwise, everything going to be the same. Just the order will be different. So nothing much to worry here. So this is how the schedule going to look like. So you start at 8 and then we finish at 2. So later I will give you the information on how long you must present and how the presentation format going to look like. Let me take you to the next page. Okay, so please be on time. So we will start at 8 a.m. Please arrive early and then do your setup. Then you can settle down. Okay, one moment. I have to allow some students. Okay, great. And don't worry, teacher will make the arrangement on bringing you to the location. Hmm? Okay, so this information will be very useful for the teachers. So we recommend everyone to park at Prangin Mall, okay, because you can easily access. Then you can reach Tectum. Tectum is located in Komta. So for those teachers who have been to Tectum before, I believe it won't be an issue. But it's just that you're going to start your day early and then it's best that you park at Prangin Mall and then you go to the ground floor and then you walk to Komta. So we want to make sure everyone is prepared. I will also send over a guide video and from the parking space, how you get down and then how you walk to Tectum, so that there will be no delay on that day. So you want to make sure everything is smooth. So the parking fee is quite affordable for whole day because we encounter this issue every time we hold any competition or event at Tecto. For the first comer, they struggle to find a parking and how to get to Tecto. So let's ensure we do not face this issue on that day, because I won't be available also to guide you or respond to messages on that day. It's going to be a big day, right? Okay, so this information is mainly for teachers. So students, you don't have to worry. Teacher will take care of you. Okay, travel will be self-funded teachers. So we will not recover the or provide any reimbursement. Dress code, students, please wear your school uniform, or school t-shirt. Okay, no slippers, no sandals. So these are the basic lah. Okay. For meals and food, okay, there will be a break time. Somehow like your school recess time, we start at 10:30. The break will be at 10:30. But anyway, we are starting the day early. Am I right? So I will suggest everybody to eat something. Okay, take a quick bite because you won't have time to go out and buy breakfast. So have a quick bite before the session itself, before the registration itself, and then at 10:30 a.m. yes, we will stop. Okay, we will give you makan for teachers as well. All right. But unfortunately, for vegetarian students and teachers, okay, we strongly advise you to prepare your own food. Okay, so there will be no vegetarian food supply on that day. Hmm? And please bring your own water bottle. We're not going to give you water bottles. Okay, but we have refill stations. Hmm? Water. Please bring your own water bottle. Okay. So please make sure the dining area clean, and do not waste the food. Hmm. So food covered. So you don't have to worry. Hmm. Okay, now we're going to talk about the teacher's responsibility. So just now I saw a question on how to get back home regarding the transportation. Teacher will help to arrange the students' transportation. So if let's say parents want to drop, then teachers, you are welcome to have the conversation earlier with the parents and make the arrangement. So the priority is to make sure everyone arrive and leave safely. So this, this will be very important for the teachers. So teachers, you need the approval from the school management, because it's on the school day, Thursday. So tomorrow I will provide the letter. Okay, so in the letter we will have the team information, school information, the students involved, and also the teachers information, guru pengiring. So for that, I will send over a Google form to the teachers so that you can fill in. So we want to know the final name list of the students that involved. Okay, let's say if you expect some changes, because we need to prepare the certificates. So we want to send over a Google form so that we can have the updated and recent information about school. I mean the student's name, and the teachers, the guru pengiring detail as well. So if we have this information in the letter, then the process will be much easier. Mm. So you can pass that to the school administration along with the BSKK letter. So tomorrow it will be ready. So today I will send over the Google form. Okay, but it's okay, teacher. You can even fill in the form tomorrow. So all we need is the updated information of all the group, the student names, and of course their identity number. Teachers, we just need your full name, Guru Pangirik, that going to join. Okay, maybe one or two. So please fill in the information so that I can include that in the letter. Then we send over, then you can download, and then you can pass to the school administration. So that's for the letter. So students understand this, that your teachers are playing a very important role in getting you, okay, in preparing you. So please appreciate all this effort. So teachers, we advise two maximum, because I notice there are some schools where two teams from that school qualify to the final round. So in that case, maybe you need two. Okay, let's say if you need to bring three teachers, you can let me know in advance. The good news is we won't charge, okay, any ticket charges, any ticket fee for the teachers. Okay, right. So I believe it's good so far. Let's move on. Okay, parents, yeah, we welcome parents. Parents can attend too, but then ticket required. And moreover, it's working day on Thursday. Okay, I believe most parents will be busy, but this information is useful for students. Please inform your parents if they wish to come in. They need to buy a ticket. So the price information I will share later in the group. Okay. I'm not very certain about the price information now. Okay, let's say your parents free on that day, they would like to come in, then they have to buy a ticket. So please inform your parents. Okay. If not, then it's fine. So please don't force them to take leave on that day. Hmm? So you will be good. Okay, you can be independent. Then the teachers are there, and of course, tech dome will be there. Anyway, I believe this information is useful. So let's move on. Okay, now we talk about the project. Okay, so this is the critical part, and I believe all the students and teachers would like to know more about what is the next process, what's the next part they have to focus on. So your project for the final, you use the same project that you submitted during the online. Okay, so I got two examples. Okay, here. Okay, I captured this from your video submission. This is your official competition project. So don't change. Adding some elements, okay, some features to upgrade is fine, acceptable. Okay, but don't suddenly show up with a entirely new project. But I believe that won't be the case because you have put so much effort in creating this project. So I believe you won't change. But I'm going to give you this information. You have to know this. So this shouldn't be a problem. So yes, you're welcome to do some improvements. Okay, so you can improve, you can make it better, you can tweak here and there. A very small changes will do, or some additional features is okay. Example, you can improve your design, you can add small features. But this is the main idea. Do not completely change your project because the judges they view the video that you have sent with the code itself. So was very impressive. So yes, I believe that's the thing that's going to happen. Logically, you will use the same project. So this not confusing anymore. So we stick to the same project. We stay consistent. Now the setup. Okay. So ideally, this is how a typical competition setup will look like. So I think majority of the students from this competition, you have experience attending competition and tournament before. So this is not something new. So the first point, you can bring additional props or materials. Maybe you build a small structure that represent your project idea or a prototype. Hmm? So you're okay. You can do that. Already have it, okay, that you use for the past year's competition. So just use it, no problem. Okay. Okay, one moment. If somebody would like to join the session. Okay. So the reason you make that development is to show initiative, to show interest, but keep it simple, clear, and meaningful. Okay. So please don't carry suddenly a huge autonomous robot and then you bring to Tectom on that day. Not necessary. Okay. Not at that scale. So just good enough to explain your project to the judges. So definitely when you add this element, it will look impressive. So everybody knows that, students and teachers. Okay, so more pictures to give you the idea or an expectation how normally it looks like. You see, students mostly they use recycled materials, paper, cardboards to develop that kind of environment to support their presentation. Okay. Okay, next. So these are the 4 points that the judges will be looking at. Of course, your innovation. Your innovation is good. Okay, it's already impressive. Mm. And then how you solve the problem. So the function is very important. So yes, you have sent over the link. It worked fine. So that's why you are selected. But my advice is so make sure you check so that it run and it works well on that day. Uh, and of course your presentation. So later I will tell you the flow that you can use mm, to do your presentation. Okay, so seems you're going to add additional features and elements or properties to your project. So our advice is please do not spend heavily. So they're not going to look at the most expensive project. They will look at the idea, creativity, and functionality. So if you already have those properties and elements, which maybe school or parents have invested before, so you want to use it again, oh, it's okay, fine, no problem. Hmm? Okay, plus please don't go and buy stuff. Okay, spend so much money for this competition. So we don't want you to go to that extent that you spend so much money into this. Okay, but if you already have those properties and materials, please go ahead. All right. Hmm? So don't stress yourself, the teachers and also the students. Okay, so these are the essentials. Okay, you must bring on that day. Okay, your laptop, your charger, hardware. If you're using any kit, okay, like Arduino, or Microbit or Quarky, please ensure you bring. So we do not, yeah, we are not providing any backup support in terms of this tools. So you have to take care on your own. Uh, so make sure you bring all this charger, okay, your hardware if you use it, and make sure all functional. It's most important. Okay, for power supply, right? So we have power sockets available, but every team please bring at least one extension plug. So please bring your own extension plug. Okay, but we will have major sources around, so we just need the extension from you. So just bring the 3 head or 5 heads, the simple one. Just carry one. Just carry one. Yeah, I think school should have one will do. That's for power supply because you want to plug in your laptop. Okay, internet. Okay, Wi-Fi will be provided. So that when you offer Wi-Fi, but then you have very important message here. So only use Wi-Fi to run your code, picto blocks, and if you use Canva to access your slides. So there's no other streaming. Okay, unrelated usage. So there will be staff observing. So please don't misuse. So we don't want to take any disciplinary action on you. Because we want to make sure, because it's not just your category, we also have second category on that day, right? So we want to make sure Wi-Fi is stable, hmm, and we want to support everybody. Okay, so just use for running codes or your slides. Okay, no other uses. Okay, if you have created videos, you want to play the video, okay. But my advice is you download. The downloaded version should work better, smooth. If you use the Wi-Fi, it might be slow, buffering, so it won't be nice. So it's best that you prepare in advance. So again, I would like to emphasize, internet is only for project presentation purposes. So no other stuff. All right. So sometimes I notice students they bring mobile data to backup. It's okay to be ready. Okay, it's okay. So computer, maybe in sense of you want to bring your monitor. Okay, you can bring your monitor setup. Okay, you can bring, but don't please carry a giant screen and then put it over there. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Handphone. Yeah, it's okay to carry handphone on that day. It's okay to carry, but then the thing is, it is not allowed in the presentation room or the hall. So what you have to do is you have to keep in your pocket. So don't use handphone during the session, okay, during the presentation. Although it's not your turn to present, you'll be sitting there, but then no smartphones allowed. But if you're using smartphone, okay, as a camera for your project, you use it to run picture blocks, so it's fine. uh, okay, so don't worry, my team will be there to handle, and then we can communicate. So students, you have to pay attention to this information, because you'll be independent at this space, because teachers won't be there. So you have to be independent. So it's okay if you have a handphone. Handphone is important for communication purpose, but then make sure you just keep, don't use. But if it is project related, then of course you're all good. Okay, we can proceed. So that's for handphone. So testing, I advised you earlier. So this is important reminder. Make sure your code run properly. because at the online submission level, okay, everything, okay, they were super great. Mm? Okay. But what we observe is, yeah, it's not all perfect, but anyway, that's great. In fact, that's what the judges will be looking at. So don't aim for perfection, okay, but make sure this basics, okay, complete. Okay, you reach this requirements. So make sure the picto blocks code run properly, hardware all good. If you use any robot, I mean the kit, make sure they works. Mm. Then please make sure your slides are ready. So test everything before the competition day. Mm. So as I said, you are almost there. So but then the testing is very important. So because we don't want last minute, okay, suspend. Mm. Sometimes they can be very unpleasant, so we don't want that. Okay, so the booth setup, I've showed some pictures. Okay, so you'll be given tables and chairs. You won't be standing the whole day. Mm. So you can use that to arrange your laptop, your prototype, your setup, whatever properties you bring along. Mm. So the water bottle, make sure you keep on the floor or keep it inside your bag. Okay, so that's for the booth. So don't carry any tables, okay? So it's not a coloring context. So don't bring the foldable table. No need. You don't have to bring all this stuff. So we're going to give you. So just carry all things related to your project. Okay, now let's talk about the judging format. The judges will go over. They will walk to your booth. So you will present at your booth. So there won't be a giant screen where you present your whole project to the audience. No such thing. Uh, so again, we stick to this traditional format because we have 20 teams, right? So it won't be practical if I ask you to come in front, then you put in the laptop. So it's a whole long process. So we do the same thing. So just like at the picture, see, they will go over. They will walk to your place. Maybe we can have 3 to 4 judges. So you don't worry about the judges. They are very nice. So you will present directly to them. Okay, what next, sir? So I know my judges will go to the place. So how long I should present? Right. So how long you should present? 5 minutes for your presentation. So don't worry. Later I will explain what you can include in the 5 minutes. So we want to make sure 5 minutes utilized properly. So 5 minutes is very important. So it's just 5 minutes. So we make sure we do the best pitching. So for that, I already have the 4 sequence. I mean, the 4 ideas that you can use. And then the 3 minutes, it's open. It's Q&A. Okay, you don't ask the judges question, okay? Hello, judges, where are you from? What are you doing? No, they're going to ask you questions. It's for them to ask question related to your project. So this is where you must be prepared. I'm confident the 5 minutes you will rock because you are prepared in advance. Because when you talk about the project, but then the 3 minutes, they might curious, they want to understand more about your project, so they will ask questions. But don't worry, everything will be related to your project. So make sure you understand the logic behind the picto blocks code that you have done. Okay, and then you can explain about your team. Okay, theme, I mean the tema there, the sustainable development goals, right? And then the properties that you build. Okay, let's say you do something like a house. Okay, what kind of things that you use, the process. Okay, the process involved when you create the project, because the judges will be keen to know if actually how much effort you put into developing this project. Of course, we can expect teachers support and parents were there, but it's fine. So on that day, you are on your own. Okay, so judges want to know, they want to make sure that actually it's your product, it's your innovation. Hmm? So that's why the 3 minutes is important. So make sure you know everything, okay, from head to toes about your project. Huh? So that's the most important thing. But don't worry, they won't ask you something beyond your project. They won't. Okay. So they are very friendly, very nice judges. Okay. So 8 minutes in total. So there will be timekeeper. It won't exceed 8 minutes. So 8 minutes is all we have. Every team. So meantime, the rest of the teams, you just wait patiently, quietly, wait for your turn. Hmm? Okay. But don't panic. Don't stress. And then use your time. So you can practice this. Okay. Okay, so presentation, everything in English. So conversation, communication, everything in English, because this is an international standard competition, so only English. Okay, just use simple English. Hmm? Okay, now discipline, very important, especially during the judging. So make sure you wait for your turn, be respectful, quiet. Okay, otherwise it will interrupt the session. So we do not want that to happen. So do not disturb other things. Okay, you are not allowed to walk around. Hmm? Okay, so this is quite serious. Okay, you might be, your team can be removed from the judging area. Okay, okay. So if you do anything wrong, so be nice kids. Hmm? So discipline. I know you can do this. Okay, you can be good kids. So just stick to the discipline. Okay, good code. About teachers' access, yani untuk cikgu. So teachers are not allowed into the competition area. Okay, it can be the room or it can be the hall. Teachers are not allowed into the competition area. So at all the stages, when you set up students, you need to set up on your own. Okay, teachers can help to carry this. Yeah, also parents. Yes, no adults there, only judges and the officials will be there. Okay, so you have to be independent on your own. Yeah, so that also give the reflection, the idea that, oh, okay, so these children, they are good, they're independent, they created something on their own. Huh? So we're gonna give that idea to the judges. So no babysitting on that day. So students, you have to do your setup on your own. Of course, teachers can have to carry, bring it over to the classroom and the space. But after that, teachers will not be there. Okay. So teachers, you're welcome to explore tech domes, exhibits. Okay. Or you can just hang around. Okay? But then set up students, you will be on your own. Okay, you might have seen in some competition where they allow parents and teachers to do the setup. But this round, no. Okay, students, you have to be independent. So let's train ourselves to be independent. Okay, yeah, of course the teacher going to bring the laptop, so you just use the laptop. So the initial start, the initial stage of setup, okay, teacher can be there, then they pass you the laptop, then they will leave, then the rest of the thing it's on you. Okay, so be ready to be independent. Yeah, yes, you can use your own devices, no problem. Okay, and then presentation is on your own, of course. Okay, with your team members, but I know teachers will have to prepare you in advance. So just on that day, so the 8 minutes. Okay, so that's for the teachers access. But of course lah, when we announce the result, we will gather everybody. Teachers will be there with you. And we will also have dedicated time for everyone to look at each other's project. So the teachers can also walk in and look at the other students' innovation. So we will spare some time for that. And next, okay, the presentation style. Okay, so make sure everyone take part, not just single person doing all the talking. So keep it clear, be confident, and make sure it's engaging. The 3 minutes when they ask you questions, so make sure it's engaging. Okay. So that's why I want you to know your stuff. Okay, what is your project about and everything. And then avoid reading from slides or paper. So please don't read from the screen. It's okay. For the video presentation is fine. For some of the presentation, yes, it's pretty obvious you're reading from the screen, but that's okay. You're qualified anyway, right? So no problem with that. But on that day, live, so don't do that. Okay. So don't read from paper. So actually, the competition was super tough. We have a lot of teams. At that one point during when we ran the orientation, I mean the briefing session, we couldn't accept all the students. So you imagine there's so many teams, close to 100 teams, and you are qualified. So we want to retain and show that quality. So don't read from paper. So just present confidently, and use simple and natural language. That's for presentation. Okay, so about the slides. So you can use the same slides that you submitted, or you want to create something colorful using Canva. Okay, but then please use the same idea, same content, so that you don't have to spend too much time in developing the slides. Okay, so you can focus on delivering your presentation now. So please use your time, okay, in a smart way. So the slides, you have option. Either use the same one Or if you want something colorful, creative, okay, go ahead. You can use Canva, but make sure it is clear, simple, and it's easy for you to explain. Don't put too many words in your slide. Okay, and also do not read. Just include the key points. Okay, so that the judges, they depends on you for more information. So they will pay attention to you more. So that's what you want as a good presenter. Uh, so just put some keywords and then you do the explanation. Okay, so you become the hero of the subject. You don't get all the information cluttered in one slide. Otherwise, they will tend to read your presentation slides. We don't want that. Okay, no reading. I want them to listen to you. Hmm? I want you to create that impact. Okay, so slides, it's up to you, students. Okay, the teachers will decide. So just follow your teacher's advice. Okay, so this is the content. 5 minutes. What you're going to do? Okay, so the first thing is introduce your team members. Okay, do this quickly, and then the next one, explain your team. Okay, and third, explain why you choose this project and why you choose this team. So tell the judges, okay, what kind of changes that you expect. Okay, why you want to address this problem. So explain the problem, and later, number four, you talk about your innovation. So show them, okay, demo the innovation. So these are the critical part. So you don't have to talk too much thing about the issues. Okay, so I worry then you put too much issues and then you do not have time to talk about your innovation. So when you explain, you demo your innovation, that's where actually you can tell the story about how it solved this problem, how it can solve this problem. So these are the four key ideas. See, now we have this proper direction. So we just stick with this four. So if I just say 5 minutes, you might talk so many things, but then we do not meet the goal, right? So now we have this four. Introduce your team members quickly. Okay, this is John, this is Muthu, this is Siva. That's all. Then you move on to the next part. Then you explain about the team. Okay, so show some excitement. Okay, in your presentation. So then innovation. Okay, the demo part is very important. Okay, so they will listen patiently to you. So don't worry. If let's say you have prepared and then this does not reach 5 minutes, it's okay, fine. So let's say you do everything within 4 minutes, it's okay. So the judges will move on to the Q&A section. They will ask you questions. So 5 minutes. Okay, so don't exceed 5 minutes. You see how valuable the 5 minutes can be in your life now. So practice just for 5 minutes. So explain everything in 5 minutes. Then the 3 minutes, judges, they will ask you question. Okay, but don't worry, they will ask questions, the appropriate questions, okay, that match your level. They won't ask super difficult questions, but they are super qualified judges. But again, they will deal with you nicely. They know how to handle kids. Okay, so this four. Okay, so remember these four. So teachers will work with you and prepare you on this. Okay, so you know what to present now already. So you make sure you keep it balanced. The introduction, of course, you don't need to take long. Okay, keep it within 1 minute quickly. Okay, just address everybody, say good morning to the judges, and then you just start. All right, the next thing is okay, the device setup. Okay, laptops. Suggestion, you maybe can use two devices, one for presentation and one to show your code. Picto blocks is very important. Okay, so it's a recommendation but optional. If you want to use the same one laptop to show the slides and later on to demo the PictoBlock solution, also fine. Okay, but if you have access, then that's why not? You just use. Okay, so just discuss with teachers. They can give you best advice on this. Okay, since you will be provided tables, so some would like to bring some visual captions and printed materials. If you have, then okay, you can use this. But if you do not, then please don't spend money. Okay, printing. If you're using school printer just to print out paper, then it's fine. Okay, you don't have to go and get the professional service to print along standing streamers and banners. Not necessary. Okay, if you already have it, you use it before for another competition, then why not? You can bring it. Because space also limited, so don't carry everything with you. Only the important stuff. Okay, this is back to discipline. So you don't, there's no need for you to walk around because the judges will be going to your place. So don't walk into other teams' booth. Okay, do not comment, do not disturb them. Okay, respect all teams. This is very important. Okay, I'm at the final slide now. So the first point is the judge's decision is final, no appeal, no discussion after that. Okay. So we will make the announcement accordingly. So then all teams required to follow instructions to ensure safety. Okay, so this is the important point that I want to highlight. So any misconduct, any discipline problem, then it may result in disqualification. So please take care of yourself, be a good kid. Okay, you have worked so hard to reach to this stage. So please make sure you graduate from this competition successfully. All right. So now, as we discussed earlier, okay, during the first briefing session, only 7 teams will be shortlisted. So now we have 20. Okay, from over 100, now we have 20 best teams for this category, and the 7 best will be selected to advance to the Codeavour International at Jakarta. Again, you don't have to worry about getting to Jakarta if your team selected. Then we will. That's a discussion for another day. So we will, of course, meet all the 7 qualified teams, and then we will discuss further. But anyway, all the teachers have been informed. They are aware. They are mentally prepared. Then we have to do the next preparation. Okay, if the team advance. For now, let's focus. Okay, on giving a best pitch for that 5 minutes and answer the judges' question confidently. Okay, and number 3, yes, 7 teams will be shortlisted to represent Malaysia at the international stage. And then number 4, the shortlisted team. So after we finish with all the judging, okay, we sum up, then we will make the announcement. So, but then the announcement will be not in ranking system. So we won't say that, okay, your team is number 1, your team is number 2, number 3, number 4. There's no such rankings, okay, allowed. Okay, so we will announce the best 7 teams. Okay, so we will announce these 7 teams qualified, their project, okay, selected, because they doing very well in terms of presentation and they created a very significant solution. Then you will be selected. So we will announce. Okay, just like how we announce the 20 finalists. Okay, so I just put them in random order. Okay, not to say that okay, this is number 1, this is number 2, 3, 4. No, we will not use that format. So we will pick the best 7. And then the 7 teams you are selected, you will be awarded medals. Same medals, same. Okay, there will be no bronze, no gold, no silver. Okay, 7 qualify, then you will receive the medals, international qualifier. And there will be no cash prize for this competition. And all the finalists, so all of you will receive the finalist certificate. Okay, so that carry a great value because you make it out of the 100 teams with your name printed on it. Okay, so that's why we need the updated information, the student's name, and also with your identification number. Okay, all right. So, and then again, the last point. So we will discuss further about Jakarta. Okay, if the team is selected. Okay, so that's the last part. Right. So now I think let's go on to the question session. Students, if you have any question, you may just ask teachers. Boleh saja tanya soalan. Sambil itu saya akan tengok chat. If there's any question. Okay, yes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Please unmute. Okay, what country will be at the international? Okay, we can expect many. All right. Okay, one moment.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Yes, Sian.
Hi teacher. I want to ask. Is it a poster is compulsory, and what is the size that required?
For this level for the final at the tech dome, it's okay. It's not compulsory to bring any posters.
Okay. If we
Uh,
want to bring, is there any
uh,
size that required or any
and
specification?
we don't have a perfect specification, teacher. So you
Okay.
have seen the pictures, then we're going to give them a table, right, to set up.
Okay.
So as long it's in any ideal size, as
Okay.
long it
Okay.
doesn't block the student face or completely block their booth.
So it's up to us lah, right?
It's
If
up to
you
you,
want
teacher.
to display a poster, it's up to what size that or what we want to.
Yes,
It's okay, right? Okay. Thank
exactly,
you.
teacher. We give you the freedom. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you can consider and make the decision. No worries.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, most welcome, teacher. What will we eat? Yeah, good question, but I'm not very certain about the menu yet. Okay, but most likely rice, lah. Okay, so that will be at 10:30. Okay, so I will advise everyone to makan something. Okay, before we start the day.
Hello,
Yes, you go.
the final ni is
Yes, you
at
go.
the state level or in national level?
Yang ni cikgu, yes, kita buka at actually national level cikgu. Tapi most participation kita nampak from Penang schools. So once kita submit report cikgu, then kita akan dapat reply from BSKK, then will be much clear cikgu. Adakah pengiktirafan kebangsaan atau negeri?
Oh, so the letter will come the post to the school
Exactly, teacher. We will send to the schools.
for PJSK lah.
For PHSK, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, teacher, most welcome. So the competition, okay, the final will be at Indonesia, May, then we will submit the report. At least by June, we will have the letter. So we will do the best to get at least national or international recognition for everybody. So, but then that depends on BSKK evaluation. But you will get the BHSK marks. No worries, students. And also your certificates. The entrance ticket, I do not have the information right now. Okay, but I believe it shouldn't be more than 20 ringgit. But I will post the information in the WhatsApp group. I will inform. Okay. Okay. Students, any question? How many things in the project? In terms of number of teams, I believe about close to 100 teams send videos, teacher, for this category, for primary school category. So in fact, the selection process was also very tough for the judges. So I'll say this is a very narrow, okay, breakthrough that you reach the final. But yeah, you really deserve to be in the final. So students, the 5 minutes presentation is very important now. But remember to show that you really own the project. Yes, Cristiano again. Do I go to school or my parents drive there? So this is for discussion with teachers. So you have to talk with your teacher because it's a school day and we're going to give a proper letter to the school to say this teacher will be responsible to bring this students to go. So for more detailed information, you can discuss with your teacher first. Okay. Yep. So, but remember, students, don't go by yourself. Three of you go and hire Grab, then you go. No, please. Teachers are there to help you. Okay. Ada apa-apa lagi soalan, students? Ada soalan cikgu pun boleh tanya. Extension, the standard one will be great. Okay, you can buy from DIY. Because for the primary school students category, you will be in a classroom. Okay, so you'll be in a classroom, maybe say 3 meter long. Okay, any question? Small TV screen to display, can teacher have to carry? Oh, of course, please. Okay, let's say you want to bring a small screen, okay, like a TV. Yes, please. Teachers definitely can help, or parents help to carry. Yeah, and then you can plug in and then let the students to do the setup. Yes, bring monitor. Okay, but don't bring giant monitors or screen. But I know for sure you're not going to bring those kind of projector. Sorry, those kind of screens. You have seen the image on the table size. So yes, please bring. Okay, speaker is okay to bring, but then the small size. Okay, please don't put up like a huge speaker, boom, 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 boom. Then you make the whole place noisy. Okay, you want to do 24 inches? I think okay lah, 24 inches. But you just have to be careful because there will be no additional tables given. So make sure you have enough space, enough room to display your project. Okay, if you just want to use that single screen to display your picto blocks and also the slides, then go ahead because that's how the flow going to be, right? First you explain through everything using slides, then later when you go into the picto blocks, then your entire screen just going to show the picto blocks code. Okay, so that will be useful because anyway the judges will be at very close range with you. So even it is a normal laptop screen, they will be able to see clearly. Keep the question. So please bring water bottle, okay? You will have refill station and you will be in an air conditioned environment. So wear school uniform or t-shirt. I'll be also sharing this document with you. I've shared earlier, I'll just reshare. Okay, portable for set maybe not needed because okay we'll be very tight in terms of discipline there. So we'll make sure all teams settle down and then wait patiently for your turn. So I believe okay, Mr. Kevin has learned this from the past experience. I know some competition space can be very noisy with students, so we will ensure everything is controlled. If you want to carry along, yes, you can, but then we can expect the environment to be peaceful. Okay, so we're going to put you in a classroom. So one classroom will have 10 teams only. So when team number one is presenting, the other teams, the 9 of you, you just be quiet and wait for your turn. So our staff officials will be there to manage the discipline. So we can expect peaceful environment, okay, in the classroom when the judging is going on. Exhibits is the science exhibits that we have in Tecto. The score sheet will be not exposed, teacher. Okay, so it will be keep confidential. And we will make the announcement of the 7 finalists. Will the 7 doctor need to make video to demonstrate again? No, you don't have to create videos anymore. So the 7 teams, you don't have to create any videos after this. So if the selected, then we need to bring the project over, okay, to the international stage to present. No, we will put you at different location. So the secondary school teams will be at a different location. So they need to go up to the hall. Meanwhile, the primary school students will be at the ground level. Like this. So not to say different. Yeah. You will primary and secondary category, two different thing. Okay. Although we have 3 groups, elementary, junior, and senior. So now at Malaysia level, we split into primary and secondary only. Right. So once the best 7 selected, then we will put you under elementary, junior, and senior. Okay. So the evaluation and score sheet, okay, is will be keep confidential, teacher. We won't share, but then we already shared the things that they have to cover for the presentation. Okay, so they will be score based on this. Okay, the innovation, idea, the problem solving, the functionality, and presentation. So you don't worry, we're not going to compare your project with the secondary school students' project. I don't have to see any other questions if I missed. Students, ada apa-apa soalan lagi? Feel free to ask. So if everything good, we will just conclude the session at 11 as promised. But let's say if something pop out later, you have questions, no problem. So just pass the question to the teacher. Teacher can directly WhatsApp me. So we prefer to have direct communication with teachers rather than we open everything in the group. So that's why the group purpose as only announcement. The rest of the communication, we will prefer to have individual direct communication. But this competition format is pretty straightforward, okay? And so many of you have the experience joining competition. So I believe you are comfortable, you are okay. That's what I also understand from the online submission. Okay. No, you don't have to bring many screens, Cristiano. So as I advise, you can bring easily. You can just carry 2 laptops, one to show the presentation slide and one for you to showcase your PictoBlocks solution. So if you want to bring your screen, the monitor screen, it's best you just use one. Okay, put the big screen on your table, use it to show your presentation slide quickly. Then after that, you tell the judges, okay, judges, now I'm going to walk you through the interesting part, the demo part, be ready. Then you switch to PictoBlocks. Then you just run the show using the one script. It can be one or two, up to you. Okay, but please don't use your smartphone to do the presentation. Come on, judges, see, this is my slide, this is my PictoBlocks. Okay, so I like to use laptop at least. Okay, smartphone is okay. Smartphone is okay to bring. Okay, but then if it doesn't carry the purpose as a project tool, then you just keep it. Okay, but if you are running code, okay, you're using this as a camera, then okay, fine. Okay, so in terms of time given to set up the booth, we can see you have the good window there. Let me take you to the good question, Diego. So you see, you come in at 8, then you do the registration. Registration will be very quick. We just tick your name, and then I will give you a lanyard with the tag. So the lanyard and tag you must return later. So 8 to 8:30. So you imagine you are there at 8. So by 8:15 you are done. Then we will take you to the classroom. Okay. So the tag, simply the tag, okay, that you're going to wear, like the one you wear when you go out to tandas. So you start at 8, okay, then 8:15 you're done with the registration. So 8:30 to 9 a.m. you have this setup session, 8:30 to 9, like 30 minutes. So if you arrive by 8:30, then you may have about like 40 minutes. So that will be very quick. So that's a great question by teacher. So plan your arrival, then everything should be smooth. So this is how the schedule will look like. To Tech Dome, of course. Just come to Tech Dome. Okay, then we will take care of you. Okay, we will give you the direction, which room to go. Okay, and what you have to do. The students, you don't have to think about too many information. So all you need to focus is, okay, I want to do the presentation and I must behave. I must be a good boy. I must be a good girl. So otherwise, the adults will handle. They will give you proper instructions. Okay. And you will know which group you are on that day. So regardless of the group, your mission is the same. You're going to present your project. It's just that you will take time. Okay, some will do the presentation first, and some you will enjoy the exhibit activity first. Then when it's your turn, you will go and present the project. So no stress. Okay. So I don't want to keep everyone in one space for too long, waiting for your turn. So we want you to have a fun experience. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Questions if you have, or else we can conclude the session shortly. But before that, I will request everyone to get ready to turn on your webcam for a quick moment so that we can take the group photo. How long can I be at the exhibit? You will be there like 1 hour. You will have close to 1 hour to explore the exhibits, or more than that. Okay, yeah, I'll say 1 hour. So when you are at the exhibits, again the tactome, the floor staff, okay, will be there to monitor. So please behave. So make sure you handle the exhibits properly, listen to their instructions. Okay, come on, children, please turn on your webcam. You can take a nice group photo. That will also help me to recognize you. Okay, come on, everyone. You should click this. Okay, wonderful. Let's see, there are more turning on their webcam. Come on, everybody. So if you feel the background is nice, you can just slightly blur your background, okay, or replace it with the uh, Google Meet backdrop. Come on, don't be shy. Okay. Talking about shy, okay, you trigger me on something. So please, on that day, okay, please do not wear face mask, okay, especially when you're doing your presentation, okay. If you are sick, okay, you can wear the face mask, okay, but if it is too bad, okay lah, understandable, you can wear it, but I will strongly suggest during the presentation, okay, the conversation with judges, please do not wear face mask, okay. So otherwise it will block your expression. Okay, I'm gonna take the first click. Please look at the screen and smile, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna take one more. Okay, last chance for the rest of you. Please turn on your webcam. I'm gonna take the last click for the day. And 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, cool. All right, children. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay, so meantime, okay, listen to your teacher's advice. Okay, they will teach you the right strategies to perform on that day. So meantime, if you have any questions, just pass the questions to the teacher, and then teacher will directly contact me. Okay, and then I will respond. Okay, I'll see you on Thursday. Right. So I meet you on the big day. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.